Now, don't forget, a true prophet of God points to Jesus in God, right? The Spirit made everybody, including Jesus, to represent him. But the bad angel Satan went rogue, right? On us all, on us all. And he used to be part of the covering of the Lord, right? For us, right? Now he's trying to get us to sin with him, right? Yeah, yeah. And condemn each other by the same act, right? Whether it's heterosexuality and you're with, in some people's mind, too many women, or again, homosexuality and you're trying to be with too many men and you don't want to marry or settle down, right? That could be what it means as well. Now, Moses still didn't say two men can't marry, you know. The like I said, right? And maybe like Christians have sex after they're married. I don't know. I don't know. But you're not to judge anyone under condemnation. Not even homosexuals. Even they have grace upon their lives. Right? You think they don't? You think homosexuality is the worst sin you can commit and Jesus won't forgive that sin either? Right? I know. And who but Moses said it was a sin, right? Now, if you tell me if I'm gay, I can marry my partner, right? But then, and work it out with me, right? Would I be more appreciative of you, right? If you know what I mean, right? But if you tell me, again, being gay is a sin, right? And then you tell me, well, they rape people in the Bible. Don't you think that's going to give them the idea to try to rape you, right? I don't know. To show you what it really feels like, right? Maybe you'll like it too. I don't know, right? But again, right, if you're going to that extreme, right, and the person's still after women, you're going down the wrong path, right? That's the point too, right? So again, compromise, right, with someone, right? Even though Moses called it an abomination, right, for a man to lie with a man as he lied with a woman, right? The implication there is kind of, you know, just laying with him, right? No real commitment, right? No real love in your heart for each other, right? And that's kind of what I mean, right? No, no. And that's different than what Moses might be really talking about there, being the abomination, right? Now, some people are so homophobic, though, you can't even assist gay people around them, right? You can't be that way either because Jesus does not condemn any sinner to hell because Satan showed us what sin is, right? But he used both natural and obscure sex to confuse us, right? And it wasn't until Adam knew Satan they saw they were naked. It's in the Bible. The Bible, though, in the ancient Hebrew, uses the word we use for sex, right? There's no word for sex, right? But when you have sex with someone, they say you knew them, you knew them. That means after the encounter with Satan, Eve was with Satan first, right? Who did her double duty, right? He got the vagina and the booty. Alright, he's introducing her to anal sex. Then he does the same with Adam on himself, right? Seeing that he has two holes. He's a hermaphrodite, remember? They can have sex vaginally and anally too, right? But the deal is, okay, I'll give you these two holes for your one, right? But he don't quite see his penis. Yes, he already used the fig leaves to hide it from Adam, how big it is. Because he thought she saw a serpent in the tree then. She thought it was a serpent speaking to her. And if you're hiding your body behind a damn tree, and you got your penis on the limb where it looks like a serpent to her, she's going to think the serpent is actually talking to her when it might have had nothing to do with the story. I know. Moses has tested your logic. Sometimes, right? See what I mean? Right. There is a part of a male's anatomy that if the woman wants to see it on a tree limb, might think it was a serpent talking to her. But really, it's his penis she's seeing on the tree limb. And he's standing behind the tree limb, and he's talking to her, and is a little bit taller. So she don't see his face until she goes around to investigate further after he spoke to her all that, right? Then she ate of his fruit of his body. Right. Both naturally and obscure. And then Adam caught him. He heard the commotion, I guess, in the act. But he thought Satan was both a woman more than a man, right? He didn't see the serpent Satan had. It's part of the story if you read it the right way. You can read it the right way or the wrong way too. The wrong way is you're not hearing what every scripture is saying. Especially the one where God says to him, the man has become as one of us. Who's talking there? Jesus is the first cherub. You understand that, right? Then Satan, the second cherub. And then the rest, whatever they are, right? However many there are, right? But it's usually a third, right? Okay, that Satan took with him in Revelation 12, right? Where it said it, he drew the 12, the third part of the heavens, of the stars of heaven with him, right? When he fell, right? It's not talking about the literal stars in the sky, right? It's talking about the angels, right? Now, another way to look at it is how Joseph dreamed about the sun and the moon, 12 stars, or 11 stars, bowing to him, right? After Benjamin was born too, right? So, who were the sun, the moon, and the 12 stars but Jacob, Leah, and his 11 brothers, right? And his mother had died giving birth to Benjamin, right? Because of the idol incident with Laban, right? Jacob said, may the person who had the idols die, right? And she told her father-in-law that she was menstruating, right? I know. But had the idols anyway, I know. And then she died 9 months later in childbirth, right? As punishment from God, or really Satan, but like I said, right? See, God does not punish us and reward us. God only wants to reward us, right? But Satan will lead you astray and punish you for it, making the sin greater than God, right? And making you think God won't forgive you for that sin. He will, he will. Even the sin of homosexuality, if you love each other, which was what Satan wants you to do. and you respect heterosexuals and homosexuals, right? That's being above board with it, right? You're being honest about your feelings. Right? If you feel gay and you know you feel gay, right? But if you feel straight, like I said, there's no shame in being straight either. Satan put the stigmatism on anal sex and probably did it to harm the virgin Adam. You understand, right? It'll also be his first time. It'll also be his first time. Sometimes, even though the song feels like the first time, might you go bad, might you go bad. For Adam, for Adam. If you never did it that way before, right? Butt sex, butt sex. I say it what it is, I say it what it is. Exactly. We can't said it can be. Nope. I understand why, right? But you can tell when the stories deviate or trying to explain something further, especially with Ezekiel talking about the tree and the Assyrian and the Pharaoh being the tree, right? So was Satan and Eden, right? The tree of knowledge of good and evil, right? But which tree was he? The tree of knowledge of good and evil, right? And he enticed Steve with his serpent. You ever use a worm to catch a fish? You ever smell a vagina and thinks it smells like fish or chicken? Okay. Heard that before too. Heard that before too. Smells like fish or chicken. Sometimes. So I must have smelled someone's vagina before. I know. Like I said, whether you're coming here or not, I don't remember, right? And I woke up a little bit before 4. And that's all I can tell you. So with Satan's worm, he caught the bait. He eats vagina. Wonder why it smells like fish, huh? Telling you why.